It is May 8th, 2023. Going to give people a little bit of an update on a couple projects we had going on around the house here, primarily the deck behind me. I know it's been a while since we did a video out here, and I just wrapped up the majority of the deck work, so I figured I would film that. One of the things that I've completed since the last time we were here is the pavers that I'm standing on here. So we wanted a different landing for where these came out, and just didn't want to dump out on grass because there was sort of a weird sidewalk that wouldn't have really lined up with where the stairs were over here. So we decided to do a little paver landing here, about 10 by 12 feet out from the house to end about where the end of the deck was. So this will be sort of a little grill space and also where we'll have our hose set up. I'm actually going to be adding a mounted hose reel off the corner of the deck here. I've got to put in a post that's going to mount in under here into the corner of the deck framing and then go down onto a little block. It'll end up getting the post will get hidden by some skirting that I'm going to add to the deck at some point this year. So that'll get mounted somewhere in the next probably a couple days here. If not today, I might even try to tackle it. Working our way up here, we've got brand new stairs, because one of the biggest problems with the decking was the stairs that were here, because there was a weird half step at the top and then this odd wooden landing at the bottom. So I built a new custom stair set that's gonna work a lot better and actually be appropriate step heights now. So we can work our way up onto the deck here. All the decking is Trex composite decking, so it should last quite a while here. I did sort of a picture frame look on the steps to sort of frame it out with our two deck colors to match the picture framing that I did on the main part of the deck. So the deck is 12 feet out from the house by 24 feet long, and I decided to break up the length of the boards rather than butting them into each other. I did a picture frame sort of molding of a darker decking around the outside, and then what they call a breaker board down the middle of the deck. So it'll break up the two things, so you don't end up with boards going end to end and just looking a little bit clunky. Helps keep everything visually moving too. So we did the lighter gray decking on the inside and then a darker gray decking around the outside. I also did a custom railing around all of the outside of the deck. This is a railing kit from a company called Cable Bullet. Really easy to work with. You basically send them your layout and dimensions, and they can help you figure out what you need. Really easy to put together. They use this cool tensioning system, and why they call themselves Cable Bullet is they've got these little threaded tensioners in here that have a little tension set screw inside of there, that to tighten the cables you just use an Allen wrench and tighten it up instead of a more traditional turnbuckle setup. So way less sort of visually obtrusive when a lot of the other companies have a big turnbuckle on each end. So that came out really nice, custom railing all the way around. We also did a privacy wall on the back here. So I found a company that makes vertical posts that have slots down each side that are meant to hold boards. So rather than having to custom build something or just screw it into wooden or composite posts, I got these cool, nice black aluminum posts that I just was able to drop the railing into, and actually just use the darker decking to make this little privacy slat wall. So still lets air through, but gives us a little bit of privacy from our neighbor who's a little bit close by, just to give us a little bit of privacy here. The other thing we just did was the deck cushions on our sectional were really worn out. So we found a company that makes replacements for any size. You just give them your cushion dimensions and they will make you new cushion covers. So we replaced the really old tan faded ones with these nice kind of blue textured, almost denim looking material. Should last a lot better now this time, so that came out great. We also just bought a lavender tree and planted that in a new pot yesterday. I don't remember or not if they were in the last video or not, but we also replaced the gutters all around the house here. So that happened, I think October or late September last year. It was around when I was tearing the deck down. I don't remember if it was in the last video or not. But it came out really nice. They work way better than the last ones. They're bigger downspouts, much better water handling. They were able to eliminate a couple of the downspouts because they're bigger too, which means that I need to figure out, or I need to go get the paint and repaint some areas where there were downspouts. There's a couple spots that need to be touched up here, and also some spots along the deck stairs where the stairs are a little bit different, and I'll have to paint that out. The other project I completed yesterday was planting all my peppers. Let's take a walk down to the garden. So I've been growing seedlings down in our little utility closet. For all my peppers for the pepper garden this year. So they've been growing for the last probably 10 weeks down in that closet, and they were finally ready to transplant because we're above frost levels now. So I was able to get them into the ground here. So I've got 42 pepper plants in total that went in yesterday, and I've got a few spares that I'm going to give to a friend of mine. So pretty big variety of peppers. We've got, let's see, chocolate scorpion peppers, ghost pepper, jalapeno hybrids, boot jalokia peaches, a cool unique one called Hollow's Eve, some habanero, lemon drop, ahi peppers, some other cool unique striped varieties, and some Colleen bought a goofy looking pepper guy for my pepper garden at the store the other day. Some less hot peppers down this way, a few different varieties of jalapeno, and some not hot peppers for stuffing too. One called King of the North. There's some Anaheim peppers in here. I forget what else. There's a cayenne pepper variety that are purple that are real cool looking. And some Italian peppers, Italian red peppers for stuffing too. So hopefully these will get moving here soon. Don't go in there, Phoebe. So these are making some progress here. We've got some stuff to update in the house too, but we'll do that in a separate video here. I've got a couple things I'm trying to wrap up, so we'll probably film later in the week and put up another video then. So keep your eyes peeled for another update in the next week here.